Richard Colco is a retired FBI supervisory special agent. He joins us from Reston, Virginia. It's good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. The NYPD has now announced street closures around Madison Square Garden. What does that tell you about the scale of the security operation, and how far beyond the venue itself does that security bubble extend?
Well, that security bubble is going to extend as far as NYPD thinks is necessary. Depends on the crowd, depends on what's going on. This is a crazy weekend in New York City. As a matter of fact, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. You're going back to the Knicks. They got the soccer games going on across the river, parade, just on and on and on. And now a very busy July 4th weekend. They've got ships, tall ships coming up the river. They've got fireworks. They've got parades. NYPD is stretched and stretched thin, but they'll be ready. They're experts at this.
Taylor-Swift has previously had concerts disrupted by potential terror threats overseas. Does that history change how law enforcement approaches an event like this, even if there's no specific threat right now?
Well, it's a great question. As far as what happened overseas, it was in Austria, I believe. The schedule was posted so far in advance that this person, and there were people arrested, had time to think about it, plan out some sort of terrorist attack. In reality, haven't known about this wedding for very long. It's only been a couple days. So unless a terrorist is expecting to do something very quick, it's much less likely that something like that is going to occur. But that doesn't mean that NYPD, FBI, Secret Service, other agencies aren't scouring under every rock and cranny, looking for any potential threat anywhere. They're looking on the internet, they're checking their sources, and of course they're just seeing if there's any threat that they need to be concerned about.
You have said that Madison Square Garden is built to handle huge crowds. From a security perspective, is protecting the invited guests actually easier than managing the thousands of fans and influencers and paparazzi that's expected outside?
Oh, yeah. They've got a controlled environment. They control the entrances, the exits, no windows. There's no helicopters, no drones. They've hired their own private security to augment the NYPD that'll be there. So as far as what goes on inside the facility, very controlled. You'll have an excited crowd outside, but it won't be as boisterous as the crowd was for the Knicks. And that's just because there isn't a game playing on a large screen TV. So while they'll be looking to see what people come in the cars and for the event and try and peek into the windows and stuff, and they'll be cheering and hoping for some music and some sightings. It just won't be as crazy as it was with the Knicks. But they just had the playoffs for the NBA. They just had the parade. And what you see law enforcement do is they've got these crisis plans and emergency response plans. NYPD has them built up all the time, and they're brand new and fresh from the NBA playoffs. So they didn't have to do a lot to prepare for this.
We are heading into one of the busiest holiday weekends of the year in New York. How do police balance protecting a high-profile private event without bringing the rest of the city to a standstill?
Well, they can't bring the city to a standstill this weekend. There's too many events going on. You've got the ships. You've got the parade. You've got the fireworks. I just looked through the list of New York City events. There's events happening in every borough. So NYPD is going to be very busy, stretched thin, but they've got to do what they've got to do here, and they're going to make sure that Madison Square Garden, this wedding, go off to the best of their ability without a hitch.
One feature of this event is the intense secrecy, restricted access, NDAs for guests, and reportedly no phones in some parts of the venue. Does that level of privacy make a security operation simpler, or does it create new challenges?
Well, you've got a couple different things going on here. NYPD is going to be protecting the outside, the perimeter, who can access the facility, who gets in, who gets out. Are there any threats to the building? Once you talk inside, you're talking about cameras and pictures and things like that. That's really the private security of Kelce and Taylor-Swift that they've set up for their wedding. When you think of all the caterers and all the people that are working the event at the venue, they've got to check out for them. They've got to follow the rules, as well as the guest list. So, but that's going to come down to private security, and just doing a little bit of reading, it looks like they've spent a good deal of money to arrange for private security to augment what NYPD will be doing.
Wow. Technology has changed dramatically. How big a concern are drones today compared with someone physically trying to breach the space? And what tools are available to counter that sort of risk?
Well, the last event I worked at Madison Square Garden was the Pope visit in 2015 when I was an FBI agent assigned to New York. Different time, even just 10 years ago, 11 years ago, drones were not as much of a problem as they are now. You can expect drones to probably show up outside the venue, even though they're not allowed to. Police will be looking for them. They've got the technology to take them down. And if they find you with a drone, you're going to lose the drone, you're going to get a ticket, and you might get arrested. A big thing that's changed, though, interestingly enough, in the old days, being 10 years ago, if police saw a drone over a event like this, they just assumed it was a bad guy drone. Well, they're not all bad guy drones anymore. The media using them, the event security is using them, the people putting on the wedding might be using them. So they've got to determine which drones are authorized, which ones aren't. They've got to be prepared for all that, and they'll do everything they can to keep everybody safe. That's just the rules.
This sounds very, very complicated, but I'm excited to see what happens. Richard Coco, thank you so much.
Thanks. I hope everybody has a good time and a good 4th.